Cheap Not Broke on Instagram and TikTok at Cheap Not Broke.
Keep not broken. It's here. We are Wednesday. Oh man, you know what? I messed up the whole damn intro. That is not the right one. Damn it. Hold on. We're gonna do this again. There we go. That's the right intro. I messed that all up. It's you know what? It's trying to produce the show, be the host of the show, do everything. It's a lot of work. Forgive me. Wednesday night rant. Welcome to Cheap Not Broke. If you haven't, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. We are at 1,308. We got a long ways to go. But if you can tell a friend, you tell a friend, you tell a friend, and you tell a friend, we'll get everybody to subscribe to the show. And that's what we want to do. All right. What are we ranting about today? Work 8 hours for what? Work 8 hours for what? For the money, of course. But why? Why we got to work 8 hours? Where did all this start? I want to rant about that. A lot of us, everybody got to work at least 8 hours. Things are changing. People got stuff to do. Just 8 hours. And the 8 hours is really 10. Because you got to drive to work. You got to drive home. You got to do stuff on the weekend. You can't because you got to work. You got to work that 8 hours. You don't have no time. You don't have no time. You're always working. You're always trying to figure that stuff out. And let me check my audio real quick. There we go. The audio is working. There we go. Got this dang background music playing. But yes, 8 hour work day. It is it's not feasible to a lot of people's lives. It's not. Especially it all starts between 9 and 5. Everybody go to work at 9. Everybody get off at 5. That's where all your traffic come from. That's why it takes you an hour and a half to get home, because everybody's trying to go to work at the same time. Now I get, people are up at around the same hours, but sometimes maybe we can come to work at 7 and get off at 4. I know a lot of people can't get to work at 6. My ideal work hours would be 6 to 3 o'clock. I would like to work a 6 to 3 o'clock work schedule. That would be great. 6 to 2, actually, because I don't need no lunch break. 6 to 2, let me go on about my business. 5 o'clock, the day is over. Everything is closed. It's not an ideal time to go to work. You go to work at 9 o'clock. I go, let's break the work day down, shall we? Most people get up about 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is Sunday night. 6 o'clock Monday morning, you get up. It takes you about an hour to get ready, put on your clothes. Boom. 6 to 7, that's an hour getting ready. If you're an hour away from work, you got to be out at 7 to get to work. Well, no. 9 o'clock. So you leave work about 6. You get up at 6, get ready at 7. Then at 7, you're starting to get ready, walk out the house about 7:30, 8:30 on your way, 8:30. That's about an hour and a half, get to work about 9. So you got about between 6 and 9, you got 3 hours. You spend those 3 getting up, trying to get ready, and one of those hours is going to work. So 2 getting ready, 1 going to work. Boom, 3 hours off the table. You go to work, bam, 9, take your break about 1 o'clock, get an hour off. You probably can't go do nothing because everything you need to do is too far. You got to drive. You can't go to the doctor's appointment because he's too far. You can't run to the post office. Line's too long. You can't go grocery shopping because the groceries can't sit in the car while you at work. So you got to wait till you get off. All this stuff you can't do at work. All this stuff you can't do while you're working. So you got to wait till you get off. And that pushes everything towards the weekend, which makes it hard for you to do stuff. You don't have no time. You want to run a business, you got to stay up late. You got to either get up early, do some stuff before work, or get off work at 5, get home at 6 p.m., got to eat, got to cook you some dinner, might get to about 7:30, run about 2 hours to about 9:30, then you call it a night. And that's it. And that's all you got time for. You don't have a lot of time to do stuff. The workday beat you down. You got all that stress. Everybody calling your name. Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? You got all these demands on you. Your coworkers get on your nerves. You don't like them. Run your stress level up. You run your stress level up. So you can't. You got to come home and relax for a minute. I need a minute. I'm tired of these people at work. I'm tired of Sally in her bull. I'm tired of coming to work eating them salads with that vinaigrette dressing. Got the whole place stank. I'm tired of Tom that come by always trying to talk to me while I'm doing work. Got a question for me. Let me do my job. I'm tired of Tina parking in my parking space. I always got to ask her to leave my parking space. Why don't you get out my parking space? You're always messing with me. I'm tired of that. All those things at the job, people, tasks, stress you out and make it hard to come home and do stuff at night. It make it hard to come home and do stuff at night. It really does. It's no fun. But let's get into the work history. Let's get into how the 8-hour workday come about. 8-hour workday has its roots in the Industrial Revolution when the factory workers often endured a grueling 10 to 16-hour work shift. So I don't know if y'all know about American labor history. The American labor history is nasty. They used to have American workers for working like 12, 13 hours for a little bit of pay. And then you had these unions. Then they had Pinkertons that would come up and beat up people and fight the union workers outside. And the police is always on the side of the establishment. So you don't have the police on your side as a protester. Yeah, or scab. I don't know what you call them. Somebody striker or stab. I don't know what you call them. Labor movements in the 19th century began advocating for shorter work hours. In 1866, the National Labor Union of the United States called for 8-hour workday. Demand. So we've been working an 8-hour workday since 1866, over 100 some years. The demand gained traction, leading to the Haymarket Affair in 1866, a pivotal event in labor history. In 1914, the Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford had a lot to do with the 8-hour workday. Ford Motor Company made headlines by instituting an 8-hour workday, coupled with a 5-day wage, setting precedent for other companies. The movement continued to grow. In 1938, the Fair Labor Standards Act was passed, submitting the 8-hour workday into United States standards. So that's where the 8-hour workday came from. 8-hour workday came from Henry Ford. Henry Ford wanted the people to build them cars. He said, I need them to build these cars. I want to work on these cars, take their ass home, eat their breakfast, eat their dinner, play with their kids, go to sleep, come back tomorrow and do it again. Henry Ford is responsible for the 8-hour workday. Now, during the 8-hour workday, I don't know if they had as much traffic back in 1966. 1866 is that. They didn't have to worry about no traffic. They had to sit in traffic for an hour and a half, get gas, $5. You don't have to do all that. Paying tolls. Some people got to pay tolls. What's up, everybody in the chat? If you're in the chat, you got to pay tolls going to your job. Some people got to pay the tolls. I know in New York City, they're trying to hit you with this $13 toll to come into the city. That's an added tax on the job on an 8-hour workday. 8-hour workday. That's what we're talking about tonight. 8-hour workday. Henry Ford had a lot to do with that. Despite the technological advancements and changing work dynamics, the 8-hour workday remains largely unchanged. Still got you sitting there for 8 hours. Now, let's be honest. How often are you productive for 8 hours? Are you really sitting there working for 8 hours? No, you're not. Half that time, come on now. You know, when you go into the job, you don't work for no 8 straight hours. You come into the job, check your emails, see what's going on, speak to some, what's up? Go talk to Susan. Go talk to Steve. You know your partner, Steve, is upstairs. So I got to go holler at Steve. So I go upstairs, holler at Steve, see what he had going on the weekend. Go holler at Pearl, Miss Pearl. She worked down the hall. Holler at Miss Pearl. See what was going on in church on Sunday. So, you got to go holler at your people when you get to the job. That's like take 15, 30 minutes. 15, 30 minutes. That's 7.5 hours. Okay, now I get to work 30 minutes later. I got a meeting. I got a meeting. So you got a meeting, boom, another hour off. We had 6.5 hours. Oh, got lunch break. Got to take that hour off. Boom, 5.5 hours. I haven't really done no work yet. 5.5 hours. So now I'm doing some work. I'm doing a little bit of work. Okay, great. And then you get kind of bored. Take a break. Go walk around. You walk around the building. You get bored. Come back at it. Do some more work. You might get about 5. You might get 5 hours of work in. Maybe 4.5 on a given day, because you got meetings. You go bullshit with people in the lunch and at the lunch table. You do. And no, unless you don't have any people at the job you like. Some people don't. I know I usually like to go kick it with my coworkers. So I go walk around, talk to everybody. I'm not doing 8 hours of work, but they still pay me for 8 hours. I appreciate that. But I don't really need to be here that long. I can come into work and do 5. I can do 3 from home and come in and do my 5 and go back home. You don't need to be here all day. Why people can't come into work at 10 o'clock and go home at 4? Yeah, I don't see what's wrong with that. You can be online, be on your phone, bam, 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 be on the computer, doing some work, come into the office, holler at everybody, take your meetings, haul ass. I don't need to be here all day. I don't need to be here all day. I can go. I can go do something else. I can go be productive doing some other things. They just got America has you conditioned to think just because you're sitting at the table for 8 hours, you doing some work. You're not. You're not doing that much work. People should be work week. The work day should be about 6. Like we should get rid of the lunch break altogether. Like get rid of the lunch break. We don't need that. Just let people shorten the day up. Get rid of the lunch break. And if people do come into work, shoot. If you let's say you gotta do 8 hours Monday, Tuesday. And now it depends on what kind of job you got. Now some people got to do 8 hour work. That's different. It just depends on kind. I'm talking about a corporate job where you come in, holler at your coworkers, do your work at the computer, and leave. Some jobs you got to be at the facility, like you work at the warehouse. You got to be there 8 hours. You a pilot? Damn right, you got to be on that plane. You can't get off the plane. You might work at the grocery store. If you're paid hourly, you want your 8. Put it that way. If you pay hourly, you want your 8 hours. But if you pay salary, I don't need to be here 8 hours. I don't need to be here. Do your thing. Thank you, Mr. Hall. I appreciate it. I don't need to be here 8 hours if I'm salary. No. Some days you gotta work longer. Some days you gotta do 8. You gotta do 9. But some days I only need to do 5. 4 at that. Drop a comment right now. Have you ever worked at a company that's offered summer Fridays where you get off during the summertime between like May and August? Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, I used to work at a job. We used to get off at 12 o'clock on Friday. You come in, do what you got to do, hit it. 12 o'clock, everybody gone. By 12:45, the building is locked. Everybody is gone. That was very productive. I like that. Summer Fridays. Summer Fridays. Nice. It gives people opportunities to do stuff. You can schedule something to do. Go do your grocery shopping. That stuff you was having to take care of on Saturday, you can take care of it on Friday. Take care of it on Friday. Have off Saturday and Sunday free. But a lot of times you don't have Saturday and Sunday free. And some people work jobs where they don't call all the time. They always getting a phone call. You never free. But I'm just saying, your 8 hour workday, it makes you very unproductive. It works your nerves. It makes your stress levels high. And that's why people go out and spend all this money on lunch, because you be stressed out. Like, man, they get on my nerves, blah, blah, blah. All these other issues you're having at the job. Let me go get me a nice lunch and enjoy myself. Let me go enjoy myself. Yep, this is my first time having a job like that. What kind of job you got? Shout out to YouTube user. What's going on? What kind of job you got? A work from home job? You got a job where you're there 8 hours? They got you locked in the cage. Listen, I worked at a hotel and we didn't have no windows. Look, I don't know if y'all ever worked at a place with no windows. It's really, really tough. I know my dad. Dad, he worked on the ship. He was out there with no windows. I know he worked out there. No windows. Working on a cruise ship in the Navy. Hey, let me tell you something. Working in a place with no windows is hard on you. You don't know what time of day it is. I used to have to walk outside like every 2 hours just so I can know what time of day it was. It was crazy. Man, that's a hard place. Oh, Working with no windows is tough. You got to really like that job and really be focused on what you was doing. I'm working on the computer, so I naturally get bored. I'm like, that stuff boring. And then I gotta go walk outside. Now you don't want to work in no place no window. You feel like you in jail. I got a little bit taste of jail. That's why I want to go. I know what it feel like not to have no windows. And I have free reign. I can walk out, leave when I want to leave, come when I want to go. Now this was a good job because I worked at a hotel. They used to provide lunch for us and breakfast and dinner. So, but I used to get off at 5 o'clock. If you stay till 6 o'clock, you can eat dinner. I'm like, man, no, I'm getting the hell up out of here. But some nights I would stay and eat dinner for sure. I would stay till 6 o'clock. I'm hanging around. I'm off the clock. But I'm gonna stay till 6 and get this free food. That's here no there. But I was there 9 hours. 8 hour workday. What would y'all think? What do you think we should be at? What do you think we should be at? Like a 6 hour workday? Now they're talking about going to a getting rid of Friday. So people should be working 4 days a week. But I think you're still gonna get paid your 40. Because people are not going to want to give up a day and make less money. Nobody's going to want to do that. But I think they were talking about going to a 4-day work week, which is we should because we only get so many days off. Listen, no, we don't get no consecutive. How many days off we get? The longest breaks we get are help me out if I'm wrong. We get Christmas. You get Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. So that'll be if Christmas falls on a Monday, you'll get Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Some people got to go back that Tuesday. So you get Saturday, Sunday. That don't count. Monday off. At no point in time we get 3 days off. You never get a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. You get one day off during the week. I don't know. Only 2 days I know we get off is Thanksgiving and that Friday. You usually get Thanksgiving that Friday, but no other time. Juneteenth is on a Wednesday. Juneteenth should be every third Friday. I don't like this whole. It should be on the 19th. Look, let it be every third Friday. We need that Friday off. I didn't really like being off Juneteenth on a Wednesday. It didn't feel good to me. It didn't feel good to me at all. So I didn't like that. We need some more. We need more days off. I mean, we need more holidays. If we're gonna work 8 hours, people need more holidays. Let me tell you something. Let's talk about 8 hour workday. This is how they condition you. This is how they condition you. You start off going to school. You go to school about 8 hours. You get used to the 8 hour workday real young. You do that. But in elementary school, you get recess. You get recess. You get to go outside, play, burn off all your energy. Yes, good time. All right. Boom. Middle school is gone. You don't think about that. Think about that. From kindergarten to fifth grade, you got recess. You get to go, you get free time to go outside and do whatever you want. You can go run and play on the playground. You can go sit and talk. You can walk, take a lap, whatever you want to do. It's your time. You get free time on recess. You get recess, right? Stay with me now. Then you go to middle school. Middle school, you got PE. You got to earn that. Whoa, wait. What happened to recess? Nobody don't even think about it. Nobody gets to the sixth grade and say, what the hell happened to recess? Now you got PE, physical education. They're telling you what to do. Go run a lap. We got to go do shuttle, play dodgeball, football. We got to do all this other stuff. They're telling us what to do. Taking away your free time, taking away your freedoms, right? Conditioning you. Now we still get lunch. Elementary school, you got lunch and you got recess. Middle school, you got PE now, which is a class, which is you are graded. Then you get lunch. Then you go high school, same thing. Lunch break, PE, but PE ain't for everybody. You know, now PE is optional. It's an elective. You don't even have PE all year. You might be sitting down the whole time. Boom. Now you get out, go to your job. Now you just get a lunch break. They start conditioning us after middle school. They take away our free time. Because even when you're in high school, you got to go have lunch. You can't even go do nothing else. You got to go to the cafeteria. Most schools on lunch break, you got to go sit in the cafeteria. I don't want to go to the cafeteria. I want to go out and do something else. Let's go kick out in the gym. Let's go do something else. You can't even go do that. They rob you. They condition you for this 8 hour workday, and then that take away they rob you from all your dreams. It take away all the things that you want to do, all your ambitions. It takes it all away. It robs you for all of that. That's what it do. 8 hour workday. It's poison. It's bad for you. I don't like it. I don't know. I hope we get to a 4 hour workday because it's really hard. I run a business. It's really hard to run a business and work 8 hours. You really gotta schedule that time and figure it out, make it work. It's difficult. It gets stressful. It's frustrating trying to get off work. A lot of people got kids. You trying to deal with your family. You're married, and then you got to come home and try to run your business. It's hard. Some people just I want to call it a night. The 8 hour workday beat you, and then on the weekend you got to make up for all this other stuff. Go to the doctor, or you got to take off to try to go to the doctor because some stuff everything is not open on the weekend. Some stuff is just not open on the weekend. You can't do everything on the weekend. And they got you thinking you can do everything on the weekend. You can't. You can't. 8 hour workday. Let me know what y'all think. Drop the comment. Let me know. I'm curious to know what you think about the 8 hour workday. Follow me on Instagram, Malcolm Hall. Follow me on Instagram, Cheap Not Broke. Make sure you go to cheapnotbroke.com. Make sure you go to cheapnotbroke.com. Check me out. Got a lot of good merch over there for you. Oh man, I used to have this shirt. Cheap men don't cheat. Cheap men don't cheat. I've been proven wrong. I do know some cheap men that cheat. It don't matter how much money you got. Is you're doing what you want to do. So let's get to it. Hey, let's get to it. All right. Next segment of the show is time for interesting news. Uh yes, it's time for interesting news. All right, it's time. Yeah, it's time for interesting news. All right, what stories do we have today? All right. Man spends entire life savings on guaranteed investment, ends up with a lifetime supply of bean babies. Let's see. In the 19 wait a minute. A man, I guess he was trying to invest in something, and I don't think he didn't pay attention what the hell he was investing in. He was investing in some beanie babies, and he got a whole bunch of beanie babies out of the deal. That's why I don't really like doing certain business online. Like I remember a guy sued. He sold an Xbox and he just sold the box to the guy and he said it was legal. He took him to court and sued him for that. But technically it was legal. He just said Xbox. He didn't include all the items and stuff. So technically from the language it was legal. He didn't include all the items. He had to list controller, console, and all. He didn't list all that. He just said Xbox and sold it. And somebody bought it. And he just sold the box and it worked out. That was crazy. So don't just be investing in stuff out here. There's a lot of scams out here. Bitcoin, you got all this new currency. You got Bitcoin, Ethereum. You used to have Dogecoin. There's a lot of scams out here. Don't just be investing in anything, man. People be calling me all the time. Hello, would you like to invest in Ethereum? Call 1-800-877-7543. My name is Stan. I can help you. For $1,000, you can invest right now. And in 6 years, you'll be a millionaire. See, they give you this bullshit stuff. Like, man, stop calling me with all this here, man. So be careful. There's a lot of scams out there. Don't just be putting your money in places like that. Do your research. Call somebody. Don't just be putting your money in anywhere. If you're going to invest in stocks, do it right. Don't just look for this get quick scheme. Oh yes, I've heard about this story. A woman refuses to return $1.2 million. She got a lady, a former dispatcher in Louisiana. She was at somebody. The bank actually accidentally put $1.2 million in her bank by error. Instead of returning the money, she transferred it to another account and spent it on a house and a car. Well, you just can't do that. She has been arrested for bank fraud. She's been arrested for theft, bank fraud, and illegal transmission of monetary funds. Dang, why would she do that? I don't know what makes her think she can get away with that. It's crazy. She, and it's one of our people. She a black lady. I don't know why she thought that. What you think you're gonna transfer the money away and they're not gonna come back for it? You are a fool. You are a plum fool. But this is what she did, and I don't know. Had it ever happened to anybody? Anybody ever got some money transferred into your account? Now I know, like Cash App and Zelle. If somebody puts the money in the account by mistake and you can't get it back, that's just your ass. You're not getting that money back. I like to I double triple check before I send anybody any money because, like they say, they tell you if you send this money, you are not getting it back. So play with them people if you want to. You better call whoever you're talking to, check their email, check their phone number. I send a screenshot. Hey, is this you? I sent it. I put it in your face because sometimes people want you to take the picture and stuff, and they want you to scan it and take a picture of the QR code to send them the money. I had no problem with that before I send you the money. Just double check. But in this case, in this lady's case, she got $1.2 million. Hell yeah, them people coming to get their money. And they coming to get you. What you thought? She crazy. She should have sent that money back. I would at least negotiate an award. Can I at least get something? Can I at least give me 10,000 or something? But yeah, I wouldn't do that now. You go $1.2 million and went and bought a house and a car. Like the bank can't see what you doing with the money. Yeah, you're right. She crazy. Hold on. Another story. Woman accidentally wired 50,000 by the bank and gets to keep it. In a lighter twist, a woman shared on TikTok that her credit union accidentally wired her $50,000 in her 20s after consulting a lawyer and following the proper procedure. She was able to keep the money as the bank did not claim it within the required time frame. Now see, that's the difference. The first lady, $1.2 million. Yes, they coming to get it. This lady had 50,000. Now, if you're gonna do something like that, just let the money sit there. Just let the money sit there. Now you probably gonna look up the statute of limitations to see how long it can sit there. Then you do something with the money. I'm pretty sure you probably got to sit there like a year, 6 months. It's not gonna be like no 2 weeks. That money got to sit there for a little minute. But the bank, 50,000 probably ain't nothing to them. They transfer you the money. I wouldn't call them and say anything, but I'm not gonna transfer the money out and do nothing with it. $1.2 million. That's a lot of money to move. You're gonna set off some red flags trying to move $1.2 million, especially if you don't have the bank account or the bank set up for that in the first place. You got to be doing some big banking to move $1.2 million, and nobody messing around. Nobody flags you. Like most people, most of the time, the bank you move more than $10,000, the bank is gonna put a hold on that money. They'll let you get 10,000. The rest of it is gonna sit frozen, and they're gonna have to. Well, we're gonna need to see what you're doing with this money, and then they'll give you your money back. I've tried that, and I hate that. I hate that. You really got to pre-plan when you're trying to move some money. I was trying to move, and trying to move a couple grand. Bank flagging it. No, you can't even withdraw $1,000. They make it hard to move money. They really do. They really, really do. They're really trying to prevent this bank fraud, wire fraud, all that crap. So if you got to move some money big time, don't try to move it the day of. Make sure you pre-plan for it and figure out what you need to do and how you need to do that, because they'll have you stuck and jacked up. Yeah. Yeah. Wednesday rent, 8 hour workday, 8 hour workday. It sucks. It sucks. But if anybody can do it, what would you do? If you can run your own company, would you have your employees working 8 hours? Would you have your employees working 8 hours? Would you reduce it down to six? Are you willing to take less money? Because let's say you didn't have people working on Fridays. How much of a loss is that? Are you losing millions? Are you losing a couple grand? What is it? Are you willing to sacrifice the company's betterment? Well, not necessarily the company's betterment. Are you willing to improve the mental health and the mental health of your employees by giving them one more day off? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do that? Would you do that if you run in a company? Me, yes. I would run a six. I would probably run a 7 hour workday, six, but I would definitely have summer Fridays. I would definitely give people time off to go to the doctor, go run errands, work with people who have children so they can pick them up. I would just be flexible with the time because I understand people have life outside the job. They have other things they need to do, and I can't have you here all the time. I want people to be stress free and coming in, firing on all cylinders when they're at the job. You don't want people coming worked up, stressed out, because I know you're already stressed in your personal life, probably dealing with some stuff in your relationship. Your wife might be out there cooking nasty lasagna and she making you eat it, and she getting on your nerves. You're tired of it. So there's all kind of stuff going on out here that might be dealing with on the 8 hour workday. But that's what I would do. But yeah, that's what I want to rant about tonight. 8 hour workday, it sucks. There's all ways a better way to do it, which is run your own company. You run your own company, you can do your own thing. You run your own company, you can do your own thing. I'm trying to get there. We're trying to get there. So we're gonna stay at it and see what happens. All right. That's it for tonight, everybody. That is it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. Cheap Not Broke Live. Might talk some more Olympic stuff. I don't know. But we'll be back tomorrow. Cheap Not Broke Live. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I had quite a few people on here tonight. So I appreciate everybody if they hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And also hit the notification button so you know next time I do some videos, you'll get a notification. It'll pop up. Boom. And also hit that share button. Share the video. Share this live on another platform if you could. I would appreciate it. Share it on your Instagram page. Share it on your YouTube page. Email this to a friend. Send it to them in a DM. Go share one of my shorts. Just share the content. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. So I appreciate it if y'all would go share the content. That'll help me greatly. Like I said, and also go to cheapnotbroke.com. Sign up for the email subscription list. That would be very much appreciated. Grab you some merch, all that good stuff. Where's my next show? My next show is out here in Los Angeles on the 9th. Just got booked at something on the ninth. Tomorrow night or next show next week, I'll have that flyer. I'll post that flyer when my next show is. Love to come see you. Love to for you to come see me do some comedy live. That would be amazing. But until then, we'll be back tomorrow night. Cheap Not Broke Live. Make sure you tune in. Got some good stuff. And yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow night.